Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting with me, Randy Prizzle. How you all doing out there? If you don't know what Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting is all about, obviously check them out right there on the Randy Prizzle channel. Go and look into the past episodes and see what chaos and madness that Randy Prizzle is all about on this channel. Okay, you know what we usually do here on the Randy Prizzle Lincoln Ting? It's all about finding someone for me and obviously seeing if she's right for me. If I like her, swipe right, yes. If I don't, swipe left, no, deleted. Anyways, let's get straight onto it. We come to Laura. Laura's saying, I'm actually legitimately bad at singing. LOL. Listen, I used to be really awful at singing before. My singing voice, listen, sometimes I sound like Ja Rule on a bad day. Oh, you know what I mean? And then people will be laughing at me from the corner of the street, but it doesn't matter. Now I probably perfected my voice a little bit. Can't say I really sound like Ja Rule too much. Probably more of like, I don't really know. Can't really toot my own horn. I can't say a big singer. But, I sound somewhat better. So if you want me to give you a sample, let me think on the spot. Hold on. Right. I got for you this song. Remember Roxette's song? Must Have Been Love? Alright. Let me give you the first sort of chorus about it. Must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I've lost it somehow. It must have been love, but it's over now. Must have been good, but I lost it somehow. Hey, must have been love, but it's over now. It's all that I wanted, I'm living without. Anyways, let me stop there, for people to start saying it was awful, it was bad, terrible. Why even bother trying to sing, your shit. But it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you try your chance, you do things like that. And I like to do a bit of karaoke. And I said one day, eventually on this, I might do a singing thing, It might be coming, so just look out for that. Some people be like, oh no, I want to hear your voice. No, Tina. But it's what it is. Gonna have to get used to that. Randy Puzzle's gonna cover you from all different angles. But anyways, she's 28. She's 5'5". She's a senior allocator for Hugo Boss. Okay, she says, next, teach me something about rap. Boy, if you want to go back into the archives, you're going to have to go back into the 70s. You know what I mean? If you want to know about rap. I mean, the 80s music as well. If you want to know the cool side of rap and how rap, where it came from and everything to do with the culture, definitely look into the 80s. If you're going to ask me which one, I will tell you to look into Eric B. and Rakim. Off the top of my head, trying to remember KRS-One, conscious rapper. KRS-One does a lot of dope stuff as well. You're going to look into Funk Master Flash and the Furious Five. Grandmaster Flash, sorry, not Funk Master. I'm confusing with Funk Master Flex. People may like, rookie mistake, but it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? And you can look into all those classic songs, Naughty by Nature, which I do think that they have some great hits. The NWA, if you're more of a hardcore hip hop fan in the late 80s, going on to 90s, LL Cool J, just to name a few. I mean, I'm not going to go over the list, but look into that, and definitely you would see some great generations of rap. I think that's where, obviously, rap music really elevated from. Obviously, current nowadays rap is not really my cup of tea. I'm trying to obviously give a few people a chance and see what they're saying, but right now, don't really think I'm really appreciative much of that, because I generally think it's not as cool as cool. I came up with a cool again. Remember, cool? Not as cool as the old school days. You know what I mean? Good, cool. It was still cool. Not as cool as the old school days, but we'll find out and see what it is. That could be Shui down the line. People say, what's Shui? Cool. Epic. Anyways, let's move forward. Her simple pleasures, she says, gym, clubbing, and watching videos on YouTube. Hopefully you're watching this one. So big up to you, Laura, if you are watching. If you're not, it's what it is. I'm not going to take it personally. You like what you like. Simple as that. Gym, well, I used to do a lot of the gymming. Back in the days, used to be flexing the arms and all of that. Can't really be bothered nowadays. People say, well, how would you maintain your fitness? Football. And obviously during this probably time we may be going into like a second wave of some sort. So if the gym is probably still open, I may go look into probably running on the treadmill or something like that. So it could be an option for me to go back to do some running or something like that. Maybe a few stuff on the arm, not too much, about 50 kg or something. Don't want to go overboard where man's lifting 78. Listen, don't want to be like coming looking like Puff Daddy. I'm not saying like actual Puff Daddy, but a man in like a puff coat and he can't flipping hug someone. Do you know what I mean? And that's what it is. When you're too wham and you can't hug anyone, that's the big problem there. And I don't want to have that problem where I can't hug someone. Otherwise, it just looks foolish and I look like an idiot. But anyways, clubbing, can do that once in a while. Up in the club where we do things like throw our hands up, all kind of drinks up in the club. That'll show me love. Wow, I mean, her friend is piff. I'm not going to lie to her. I've just seen pictures of her friend, and her friend's like, whoa, wowee. Now, if it was her friend, I probably would have said yes on her friend. And people always say, oh, you're a bit bad-minded there, Randy, but I'm going to look at it and say she doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me, but her friend really has that je ne sais quoi. I mean, I want to send her a message like, oh, can you hook me up with your friend? Because your friend is kind of, for me, she kind of looks, you know, what I would require or admire. Do you know what I mean? But anyways, it's going to be a no for me, but wow, her friend is paying true. That's just me. Paintings in the London town. Paintings in the London. Man, I got paintings in the London town. Anyways, we come to Marnie. Marnie saying the best travel story. Decided to trek the Himalayas on my own. Befriended a Sherpa. And the only way we could communicate was through our love of chocolate digestives. That's cool. I mean, I wouldn't obviously go to the Himalayas on my own. I think it's a bit wild to try and do that. But you had an adventure. You enjoyed yourself. Fantastic. Chocolate digestives. I mean, listen, who's not going to love chocolate biscuits? I mean, chocolate biscuits are the way to go, aren't they? And when you have one, you know, you just can't stop, you know what I mean? And that's the general thing with chocolate and biscuits. They go so well together. Do you know what I mean? They're like a great combination, like something that you've never seen before, but that works so well. And it has that connection, that je ne sais quoi, but you don't know what it is. Chocolate and biscuits just makes sense. Do you know what I mean? It makes everything feel like it's all right in the world when you've had some chocolate and digestives together. It makes it all feel good, but not all the time. Do you know what I mean? Time and a place for that. Chicken does trump chocolate biscuits for me, so that's why I'll still be heading in the chicken direction. People say, oh, you and your chicken, but chicken is the one. And I'm going to keep saying that for people to understand. The chicken right now will trump anything else, but maybe stop rambling on about chicken. Okay, more on Marnie. She's 33. She's 5'6". She's a lawyer. Brilliant. Okay. Next thing she's saying, social cause she cares about homelessness. Now, it's nice that obviously some people do care about homeless and that. I know, obviously, listen, me on my part, I probably ain't doing enough for some homeless people, and I give money at times and see them on the road and go, here you go, you know what I mean? Sometimes you do get the ones that do pest you a lot, though, and those are the ones that sometimes can be a bit too much, if you understand what I mean. Some people be like, oh, you're a bit heartless, you know, saying that a bit too much. But when they're kind of calm and then you're not right in the right frame of mind to give anyone something, and someone comes up to you and they start pestering you in a weird way, like, oh, or some even come and violate you. Well, I've had some like literally touch me. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, personal space. Do you know what I mean? You can't just touch someone and then expect me to give you money after you've touched me. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit of a bad thing if you've done that. But I can understand that their situation. I know it's hard for them out there. It's weird to really give advice on that because, you know what I mean, I can't really say any much or too much on that. But you just kind of hope that they could find somewhere to stay the night and, you know, feel safe and away from the cold and all that. But for the ones who generally try to touch you, what are you doing? Do you know what I mean? Why are you invading my personal space? I don't like that. Do you know what I mean? Especially when you're outside and you're coming really close to me, but you're putting your hands on me. And then there's been a few that have put their hands on you. Few that don't, and I respect the ones that don't. I respect the ones that obviously, you know, keep their distance and just ask for change, and then when you've got it, they give it to you. Not the ones that constantly pester you, because you get ones that will come and they'll be like, "Oh, have you got change?" And then you say no, But even when you come out the shop, have you got change? Have you got change? It's like, I haven't got change. And then they've probably followed you down the road because they've seen something and they go, oh, I know you got change, boss man. Please give me change, boss man. It's like, I haven't got change. Do you know what I mean? So those are the ones that could be a bit iffy for me. But anyways, let me move on. Most spontaneous thing I've done, she says, went on a safari in Uganda and stayed there for 3 nights on my own. Wow. She seems like she likes to travel the globe, Marnie, and she seems like a girl who's all about adventure and that. That's cool, to go on a safari in Uganda and stay there for 3 nights. Do you know what I mean? Very risky, though, I would say, to travel on your own, especially, when some man them could be out there and quite bad mind, especially when they know you're a tourist. They try and take the piss, and that's just generally what some of them may do. Do you know what I mean? They think, oh, well, we could just take advantage. Not all, but some will. You know what I mean? Some will probably see you drop some wallet or something and they'll take it. That's what happened when my mum went to one of those countries. Not say one of those, but I'm saying like abroad. And then someone went and jacked her money. Do you know what I mean? And it happened behind her back. Do you know what I mean? Going down to the beach, having a good time, and boom, someone ran off and stole her wallet. Do you know what I mean? Not cool. But anyways, let's get on to more what she's saying. Well, she's not saying too much. Apart from all that, Marnie's a cute girl. I do like the fact that she does travel a lot. Obviously, she's very pretty. 5'6", good height. Do you know what? I'll give her a yes, because you want someone who's going to travel around with you and teach you new things and stuff. So yeah, I'll give Marnie a yes, and we probably look like we'll have a great time together. You know what I mean? Not just the physical side, but more of obviously, the connection emotionally and everything like that. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, come to the next one. Next woman, I should say, Naomi. Naomi says, what I can order from the table, guacamole, you can never have enough. I'm very hit and miss with guacamole. Do you know what I mean? I'm not going to say I like it, but there's certain times that it's very dead and it doesn't really have enough taste to it. So I don't really look at guacamole as the ting, you know what I mean? Like guacamole is the ish, because it really is not ish in terms of like, sometimes it bangs and sometimes it doesn't. But sometimes it has that flavouring and then sometimes it just doesn't. Guacamole can taste very iffy at periods of times, and that's just where I stand on it. So cool, let's move on. She's 26, she's 5'5", she's a survey and data analyst. She's the type of texter who overuses emojis. Well, those ones can get pretty annoying. Do you know what I mean? Every time an emoji. And I was saying, like, listen, it's nice once in a while, obviously, once a day to use, like I could say maximum, you could say 10 emojis or something when you're talking to someone, or let's say 5 for the benefit. But to overuse too much emojis, like keep using them over and over again, could be quite irritating. Do you know what I mean? She was like, boom, 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 boom. You know what I mean? I don't mind once in a while, like, listen, like, obviously I've sent some girls a few times a few emojis and that, not the eggplant one. Listen, I don't have no eggplant, so I'm not sending that. But you know what I mean? Send them a few emojis, let them know what's up. If they're good, just a simple, thumbs up or a simple smiley face or one of them ones, do you know what I mean? But not overuse them to the point where every single thing is like, bing, bing, do you know what I mean? Like sending an emoji off all that. But anyways, next thing she's saying, my ideal fake sick day. She says beach day. I mean, going to the beach is cool. Generally for me, obviously, you know what I would say, but beach vibes are alright. I think obviously, especially when it's warm. If it's not warm, then why are you going to the beach for? Don't really get people go to the beach on a cold day. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't make any sense. Do you know what I mean? I don't get that, but whatever. Do you know what I mean? But apart from all that, for Naomi, she doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me, so it's going to be a no for me. We'll come to the final one, to be Princess. Princess says, the one thing I'd love to know about you is I like cooking. That's what I've come across her before. I think I might have. Yeah, alright, let's move on, because I think I have come across her before. Damn this site. always a problem with this. Alright, we'll come to the next person, which is Etty. She says, the one thing I'd love to know about you is hobbies and interests are really important to me. What are yours? Football, do you know what I mean? Doing this podcast thing, you know what I mean? Doing this Lincoln thing. I like drawing. I haven't drawn in a while, but I like drawing. I like playing games. As I said, I'm a bit of a gamer. I've got a PS4, by the way, so you can add me if you want. It's at Vaporize, which is a capital VAPOURYZE. But tell me who you are. Don't just add me, and because I'd be like, who are you? Do you know what I mean? Just say if you're a follower, you've listened to me on the Lincoln Ting, and you just want to play me and stuff like that. I'm usually on the FIFA 19 thing, so. Or sometimes the WWE thing. So if you have games like that, or maybe, we could probably play. I do have some other games as well, but you have to obviously ask and you'll know. But anyways, apart from all that, that's just only what I'm into, Music sometimes depends what it is, 80s, 90s, garage, grime, funky house, electronic, all of them ones, jungle, drum and bass. Generally my thing. Old school rock as well. So that's just generally what I'm into. But yeah, too much info, isn't it? But it is what it is. Anyway, she's 34. She's 5'8". She's a teacher. She says all she asks is that you're able to hold a meaningful chat, not the whole time, of course, and got a sense of humour. I could try. I mean, I'm not going to say, listen, meaningfuls all the time. I like to obviously be banterful, I guess, and give a bit of a banter approach to certain things. So, yeah, I mean, I like to banter people, and I hope people can banter back. If you get my sense of humour, you'll really understand who I am. And that's what I've got to say on that. So, we'll move forward to the next thing she's saying, which is dating me is like, remember this. Once it gets to the routine phase, I won't come back to you. So she wants someone to be spontaneous and very open and out there. Sometimes routines can be quite irritating, yes. But if it's a sense of where there's meaning and a structure of actual desire, passion, and real je ne sais quoi in there, do you know what I mean? Then how can you complain? Like, if you're going places, like you could say every week a different place, and it's the same kind of routine where you're going different places every week, then I don't see why you're complaining about that. If it's obviously something where you're probably just playing games every other day, and that's kind of the routine where once you can cook for you, once you can't, or I don't know, she or he, or whoever you prefer, then I don't really get it. But I can understand routines, but sometimes I do feel to break the barrier sometimes as well. You know what I mean? Like once in a while, yeah, have a routine, but once in a while break the barrier too. And that's just how I feel on that. Do you know what I mean? So I get why she wouldn't want a routine, but sometimes routines are good, but just not all the time. And that's just what I say on that. Cool, but apart from that, Etty doesn't really have that je ne sais quoi for me, so it's going to be a no for me. And that's all for this episode of Randy. Hold on, hold there. Actually, no. That's going to be all for this episode of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting. I saw someone else, but it made me literally caught me off guard a bit. So yeah, if you're feeling this episode or any of the episodes, you know what to do below. Obviously, put that like there, share to your people, them, subscribe, tell them all about how the boy Randy Prizzle is a lunatic. And obviously, if you're feeling previous episodes of Randy Prizzle's Lincoln Ting, which are all on the Randy Prizzle channel, or anything else on the channel, go put a like on that. Again, share, tell your friends all about it, and subscribe to man's channel. Appreciate the love, people, and thank you for checking out this episode. So, you know what we usually do here when we finish? Let go! Let go! Let go!